believe we are ready to go. I can hear something. Oh, there we go. All right, we're doing good. Let's get it going. What's up, Scott Larson? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. That's not ideal. What updated? Holy moly! Hold on there. I know y'all don't want to see me. There we go. All right, we did it. We're live. We're here. I'm blurry. You know what? I don't really care. Are we still blurry? Are we still blurry? I will deactivate that thing and reactivate. We're good! Alright, good. So I do want to take a moment to point out, last time I streamed, I mentioned Bitcoin couldn't take a pullback. We went exactly to the pullback, and then we started going up again. Fantastic. Good evening, Bernard. How you doing today? How you doing? Let's go ahead and come out to the weekly candle. This is kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal, guys. So I'm going to clear off the chart here so you can see it in all of its glory. Weekly candle close. Technically speaking, highest in Bitcoin's history. After getting a bullish engulfing candle, we got follow through to the upside. This is extremely bullish. Oh, probably better that way. Oh boy, here we are. Here we are. Alright, so this was our previous candle high right here. Right there. And you can see with a little sliver, we got above it. And now technically we're back testing and holding it as support on the new weekly candle. But yeah, highest weekly candle close in Bitcoin's history has just been achieved. Also, another fun fact, I guess in the last 15 years, the stock market has never had a red July. So, could that carry over into Bitcoin due to the spot ETFs? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if Wall Street keeps the momentum going. We'll see. Well, yeah, highest weekly candle close ever. Seems like a pretty good little metric there. Not bad. Let's check out your daily, though. I mean, we do still have bearish divergence on the weekly, but we could always cancel it out. Looking at it on the daily, we had a high. We had simply consolidation. That's all we had. No bearish divergence, just consolidation. So we're okay there. We had a downtrend right here that it looks like we have officially broken out and back tested as support. Brad wants Pepe. All right, Brad. I gotta write these things down. Algo, Kava, and Brad and Pepe. All right, we'll look at them all. We'll look at them. Anyways, how was everybody's 4th of July? Hopefully you had a great time. Hopefully you ate some hot meat and threw it all into your mouth. Maybe you had some beers. I don't know. Hopefully you did get to see some fireworks. It was a nice little 4th of July here in the Porky household, and the kids got to see some fireworks. It was good. It was a solid holiday. Alrighty. So yeah, this actually looks not that bad. Not that bad. Just looks like we're kind of grinding to the upside. It's a weird look to it, but all things considered, this could be argued as a bull flag because it just made, what is this? It is the 618, between the 618 and the bullish 50. Love you, Porky. Thank you, man. No problem, Brad. No problem. So yeah, we made a very nice move there. Forget Bitcoin's price action right now. If we continue being bullish going into Monday, we could find ourselves at $112,626. So this is a possibility, guys. We'll see if we can get this 2.9% move to the upside. We shall see. I was power washing your driveways with... Wait. To prepare for sealer tomorrow? That sounds like not a good time. I'm not gonna lie to you. That does not sound fun. 1 hour time frame, we are putting in some bearish divergence, so I would think a bit of consolidation, maybe even a mild pullback could happen overnight. We'll see what the overseas markets decide to do with Bitcoin, but overall, guys, I am very bullish. I know there are some in the community, they are a little worried about Monday morning, but I believe we're going to be very bullish. Reason behind it, it's that big, beautiful bill. I think that thing is going to take out any type of negative anything, because essentially the stock market is about to get every single child that's born $1,000 liquidity into the market. Just new liquidity getting pumped in there like no other. I think it's going to be okay. I really do. So, yeah, that's my thought. Everyone's saying 110K is the level to break. Yeah, it could be. I mean, we did get stuck there. Very recent. 110,500. It makes sense. If we don't break it, we can't go higher. Pretty easy to make that assumption. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, anyways. Liquidation heat map. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Looks like we got some shorts up there ready for the liquidation. Ready for the grinder. Looks like it would be hard actually to take out the longs. So there's that. Filling cracks with driveway patch and crack filler. And took me like 3 days starting in the afternoon, working past dark to avoid the sun. Really? Dang, that's rough. That is rough, man. Let's check out the weekly time frame. Gosh, hard labor on the 4th of July. That's pretty American, though. I will say that. That's pretty American. Looks like there were some longs that got devastated here. There was 392 million that got taken out on the 4th of July. So 4th of July drop, that was kind of rough. But it does look like they're aiming at this $337 million hanging out at $110,567. So pay attention to that level. Once we hit it, there's a little pocket of liquidity sitting up there. So yeah, that's the liquidation heat map. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I do think this 2.9% could play out. I really do. Alrighty, so we have some fun today. We're gonna be staring at all the Solana stuff. So that's all I got for you guys. Also Ethereum. So we're gonna look at Ethereum, Solana, Bonk, Whiff, Fartcoin, Pengu, Jupe, Judo, and Ray. That's what I got. So if you have a request that you want to be looked at, I will cover it. You just got to request it. Alrighty, so let's dive on into Ethereum now. Dive on in there head first. Let's go to the 4 hour to check this bad boy out. So positive thing here. You broke above the 200 simple moving average. You back tested first the 50 simple and then the 200 simple. Now you're starting to get a move to the upside. This does look like a nice little bull flag to a breakout to the upside to me. To me. I know it might not look like it to you, but it does to me, damn it. How's everyone's night? What's up, Nell? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. So right now for Ethereum, what I'm looking for, since we already hit that 618 golden retrace, now I'm looking for a continuation to the upside. What I would love to see is $3,351, but we will run into some turbulence, and that is right at this level right here, which apparently is a 19% move to the upside, getting you to $3,085. That is a golden retrace from your more recent high to low. So getting to that golden retrace makes a lot of sense. If we continue to the upside from there, great. But I'm just focused on that 19.6% move to the upside that Ethereum has a capability of doing. Yo, what is up, JB? How you doing? Can I look at Perpy? I certainly can. How you doing, Bernard? The saga continues of Perpy. The saga continues. Boy, what time does he want? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing out of Ethereum. Ethereum looking pretty bullish to me. Real thing it needs to do is stay above 2,392. If you fail to hold that level of support, it's going to look real bad. However, once again, I'm very bullish for this upcoming week. Could there be some random BS in the morning tomorrow? Sure, definitely could. But I am very bullish right now because eventually the Fed's going to decide to cut rates. We have a bill coming out where they're about to start printing money like no other. And, you know, things that, it's hard to be bearish right now. For me, it's very hard. Snuckled up. What up, dude? How's your America day? It was good. It was good. I ate some hot meat. I, hung out with the family. We saw some fireworks. It was good. SPX. I got you covered there, JB. We'll check out some SPX. Okay, I'll request it. XRP, please. Scott, there's no point, but sure, we'll look at it. I'm still going to be bearish on it because no higher high. But yeah, we'll take a look at it for the lulls. You're at 227 right now. Not above $3. Until it's above $3, I'm bearish on it, just so everyone knows. Bearish until above $3. You need to break, I believe it's 303. It's like engraved in my head. But we'll see. What do you think crypto week will entail in a few weeks? I don't have a clue. And I'm not even in the realm of having capability of speculating. So I have no idea. No thoughts at all. Alright, let's move on. We got Solana. Now Solana, big time news here. They have their first spot ETF. Not only do they have spot ETF, it's the first of its kind with staking. So that 19% upside that I could see possible for Ethereum, that's kind of contingent on the idea that, like, hey, just maybe, we might see some amendments start going through because now they know what it takes to get staking onto a spot ETF. So we might see a new resurgence for Ethereum based off the ETFs. Can you check Doge, please and thanks? Sure, definitely can. By the way, I'm noticing some new faces. I did not put on the subscriber only thing. So if you guys do enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Maybe do me a bigger favor, drop a like. That would be great. I would appreciate that. But we will check out Dogecoin. I got you covered there. No worries. I'm not going to try and say your name because there's a little kch over the O and I don't want to butcher the heck out of it. But, yeah. We'll just call you DN. Thank you, DN, for the request. I appreciate it. Hopefully, subscription. Anyways. So, this 2% played out already. Not really worried about that for Solana. I'm more worried about how are we going to get this continuation to the upside, baby. We're still looking for that 52% move to the upside, getting you all the way up to $226. So, if the markets are bullish tomorrow, I'm not really expecting the Solana pump during the day tomorrow. I'm expecting it after market when the spot ETFs have to start buying up the underlying asset. That's when I usually like to look for it. Maybe it takes a day, 2 or 3. I also don't know if Grayscale got their spot ETF approved or not. If they did get it approved, we might see some downside. We might see another test at 135, maybe even as low as 118, because Grayscale, as soon as they get ETFs, they sell so much, and it's annoying, but oh well. Anyways, so yeah, Solana right now, as of this second in time, I could possibly see a nice little run all the way up to 226. It lines also up with the golden retrace from your previous high to low. So I do think that 226, 219 range could be coming into play. So let's see if they can do it. Let's see if Grayscale doesn't mess it up. Moving on from here, we got Bonk, which has been going absolutely bonkers. But it is well on its way, and it looks like it's going to do a continuation because you had a low and a higher low. Your continuation is to get up here to 3291. This thing has been going absolutely apeshit. I only planned for the 20%, and it kept on running. just kept on running, and it's just like a straight line up. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a smart idea to chase this pump, wait for some consolidation, wait for a pullback or something, but real tough to be like, yeah, bro, this is a great time to jump in there. It's not. It's really not. You're now at the 886, a great area in which people would be taking profits. It's going to be a little tough for it to just break through it. So I'm expecting a pullback somewhere in the realm of maybe we come down and we hold this 1913 level because it was acting as a support back hither. So I'm just going to mark that out real quick. If we do catch a bounce off that, that might be our entry. 192. If we catch a nice little bounce, we popped up, catch a higher low or even a double bottom here, then you could start making the argument, time to run up all the way to this 3291 level. But we will see what the market makers have in store for us. We shall see. And then, you know, just for the funsies, we're going to line this up with what a golden retrace from our high to low is, from this previous high to this low right here. Golden retrace is to get all the way up to 4187. From where you're sitting right this very second, if it decided to do some meme coin shit, we're looking at another 87% upside. Could it happen? Of course it could. It's a meme coin. Anything can happen. Is it probable to do it right now? Not really. You would expect some form of pullback because this thing did rally really hard over the weekend. You would guess Wall Street wants to pull the boat back in and then ride it up with everybody else. Moving on from bonk, we got whiff. So whiff. Whiff, beautiful breakout, not bad. I don't really like this consolidation right here too much, because if it does start rallying, it just feels like you have a low runway. However, there are some really positives here. You just got a golden cross of 4 hour, so I guess it's not a real golden cross, but you know, a positive cross on the 4 hour. You're above the 2 hour, 200 simple moving average, and you're holding it as support. That's great. That's awesome. If we do get this continuation to the upside, we're going to be looking for something like 166% upside move, getting you back up to this $2.37 level. Now, just for funsies, let's go ahead and check out what that golden retrace could look like. So golden retrace lining you up pretty nicely with $3.10. So anybody who tells you that's impossible, it's not. It's very possible. If the hype is there, we might see whiff go for a nice little run, little jog even. Grok says Grayscale has 4 funds that have exposure to Sol. One is just Sol. The others offer some diversification. Well, that's gonna be shitty. Yo, what's up, K? Say hey, how you doing? Welcome in. So yeah, whiff, I do believe is one to keep on the radar. If you can stay above 766, then it's probably going to be a good time. If you can't, well, it's going to be a bad time. That's kind of long and short of it. If we do come down, I'm looking for support sitting at 643 right now. So that's what I am looking at, and that is what I'm hoping holds. Looks pretty good to me, though. Alright, that is whiff. Let's go ahead and check out Fartcoin. So Fartcoin, I'm actually actively in a trade right now that I'm losing my ass in. I'm in a trade over on Pumpkin, which I kind of stayed in all weekend because I forgot to close it when I closed out of my first one. But yeah, we are currently in Fartcoin. We're down 7% on the trade. It's not really a big deal because it's only a 10x leverage over here. But if we go into my weeks account, well, we're on a 15x leverage and we're down 15%. It's kind of in the danger zone. However, oh shit. Well, this is the one problem when you don't. There we go. Now I have a proper stop loss here. Stop loss 114.93. But I do believe this is some very bullish consolidation, even though every single time this thing has tried to rally, it is just getting sold off in the worst type of way. So just maybe, we might see it rally. I'm only looking for 16%. We'll see how it does. Thank you, boo. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, honey.
Oh, come on.
Love you. Can we check out Dog and Me? Sure. Fet, Aereo, got you. Can you look at Moodang, please? We can look at Moodang. Y'all going wild out here. All right. We getting a lot of requests out. Moodang was probably supposed to be on the list. Yeah, it's on me. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. So we got Moodang. We got Fet. AERO. And then we got Dog and Me. I got you guys covered. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Alright, so I am hoping the fading of the upward movement just cut it out. Give me my 16%. That'd be great. I would love that. We'll see how it's going. Oh, another thing I need to see how it's going. Let's go ahead and check out these copy trades. Let's check it out. Where am I standing on the leaderboard? I am third! Damn it. I'm third. I am third. However, second where it counts. Second where it counts. That's the followers' profit. Yeah, I'm second. This guy's beating me bad. His followers, oh, he has 13 followers, $900. I have 115. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Feel like I'm doing pretty good over here. Sorry, just had to do a little humble brag there. Anyways, Fartcoin, start moving. How about Toshi and Moonwell? All right, Nell, we'll check it out. Toshi and Moonwell. Well, Moonwell is just well, right? I think it is. You better hope it is. Alrighty, we will check those out. So, moving on from here, we got Pengu. So Pengu, I do believe, should be coming down. Ooh, it is coming down. My target at the moment is 14469. We're going to see what it does there. But, man, it is coming down. Down 3% on the new day. Not too bad. Not too bad. We do have our previous high that could act as a support, sitting at 14556. We also are in this nice little channel. This upsloping channel. You can see once we fell into it, bearishly backtested it, started falling down. We're now about to interact with the heart line. We could go all the way to the bottom, bounce back up, hit the heart line, and then pop out of there. It's not bearish until we start putting in lower lows. Okay, guys? Not bearish till we put in lower lows. So, the problem with this, we can't actually get bearish until you break below 13586. That's kind of unfortunate. However, if you were looking to short it, the short came earlier today when I was looking at this and holding my son. I mean, could I have taken a lot of advantage of this? Sure. Did I take a lot? No. I did take a small amount. I grabbed 15% out of this thing, but I just, seeing everything go green, I got scared out of my short. I got scared, so I got out. Anyways, right now, if we do get a nice little retracement, I would love to see price back down here at 12046. I would love to see it come all the way down, find support, pop up, hit it again, and then get a higher low, and then start running to the upside. That would be great. That would be a structure that would make me feel good. This market is not here to make me feel good, so we'll see if anything comes out of that. I doubt it will. Anyways, for the actual move, we're still waiting for Pengu to get up to this level at 23556. So we are literally just consolidating right now. And this is extremely bullish consolidation. Extremely bullish consolidation. So I would not be surprised if we get as low as this 13030 and then we held it and then we started going to the upside. Wouldn't be surprised. Just something to keep in mind. But right now, yeah, you're still consolidating. The 4 hours entering the bearish control zone, and we are about to interact with that 50 simple moving average. So tomorrow we could very well see Pengu go up. It is a strong possibility. If the whole market stays bullish, this thing could actually start running. So keep it on the radar. Keep it on the radar. Hover stock, please. All right, we can check it out for you. Abandon. EZ Erie. I'm just gonna call you Abandon. Yeah, yeah. Hover. We'll check out your stock. No worries there. Now, moving on from Pengu, we got Jupe. Jupe. Also, for all the new viewers in here, understand, I'm not ignoring your request. We get to every single request, okay? If you guys start spamming it, though, oh, that pisses me off, so don't do that. Anyways, yeah, so there is a tier list, so my members, I take their requests first once I'm done sharing with what I want to show you, and then I get to all the other requests after. The only way you can jump the line, number 1, become a member. Number 2, donations. All right, that's the long and short of it. But if you're willing to be patient, I will get to your request. Don't you worry. Anyways, right here for Jupiter, I could see anywhere between an 82 to 109% move to the upside. This looks stunning to me. We had a nice downtrend. We hit a low. We held it as support. Now we're hanging out in our moving averages on the 4-hour. This looks beautiful to me. Absolutely beautiful to me. So I do think a 50% retrace, at least getting you back to 79.27, could very well be in order. So this one, I would definitely, I'd keep this on the radar if I were you, but I'm never going to give you financial advice. You're going to have to make your own decision. Do you want to make money from this or not? That's on you, brother. It's on you. Or sister. I don't know who's watching. But yeah, that's all I can do is show you where the water is. It's up to you if you want to drink it. It might be poison. Remember that. All right, that's Jupiter. Looking pretty strong over there. Let's check out JTO. So JTO, Jitto. All right, Jitto looking like it's going through some growing pains here. Is this the Binance chart? I know I did some TA on this. There we go. So going through a little growing pains right now, but as long as we stay above $1.81, we're looking really good for upside potential here. And I would be looking for this thing to go up to $3.21, also interacting with your longer term downtrend from these previous highs. So you have a nice high, lower high, you broke out of a downtrend, you're making higher lows. This is looking good to me. And noted, it's also a part of the Solana ecosystem. Everything in the Solana ecosystem looks like it is ready to rip with Solana. So take that as you will. Radium. So we're checking out Ray. Last one I got for you guys, and we'll dive into your guys' requests. So looking at Radium, what I see here, you have a low, a second low, you confirmed your lows, now you have a higher low. Give me that continuation, baby. Give me that continuation to the nice golden retrace. That is 176% to the upside after you break out of this downtrend. Radium looks extremely strong right now. Extremely strong. So yeah, I'm staring at this one like a hawk. I am waiting for that breakout and back test. Once we get that, oof, it's going to be really, really hard for me not to jump into trades on this one. This looks really good to me. Really, really good. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. You can tell me yours in the comments. But that's Radium. Let's go ahead and start getting into your guys' requests. First up, we got Perpy. So checking out Perpy. Oh, Perpy, you did so well hitting the top of the box. Holy moly. And now you're bullishly backtesting the 200 on the 4-hour. Not bad. Not bad. So as long as you can maintain your levels here, you could see a nice little continuation to the upside. You very well could. So try not to get below this wick here. That would be helpful. You might find yourself at 7716 as your next leg up. So from where you're sitting right this moment, it could be another 48% run to the upside for Perpy. Not too shabby. We'll see if Perpy actually has the legs. Or if it's a guy. I don't know where I was going with that. But you know what? You get it. You get it. Taking her out on a first date and then she has the condom and it's for her. Yeah. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. Let's go into SPX. SPX 6900. Looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This does look like a continuation to the upside. There's going to be some asshole on the internet calling this a cup and handle. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'll tell you that right now. Not him. Not him. But I have eyes, you know. I do have eyeballs. Anyways, I would be looking at this as a continuation to the upside. Once you break out of this little downtrend right here, once you break out of that bad boy, that'd be fantastic. I need levels. I need some levels here. Great, holding on to that one, and I need this one. Not bad, not too shabby. So, if we do get that nice continuation to the upside, I would be looking for this thing to go up to 227. 227. So this could be another 69% move to the upside. I was surprised I opened an ETH long before I went to go to work on the driveway. Came back and the trade was gone, hit my 125% take profit. Let's go, Rich. Get them gains, brother. Get them gains. Love to hear it. All right, 4 hour. Nice consolidation. I do like it. You have a beautiful little uptrend you want to maintain, but if you don't maintain it, then this is going to get real bad real quick, because somebody's be like, it was a bear flag the whole time. How did you not see it? Because I see a symmetrical triangle, or not an ascending triangle. So y'all can just chill out, brother. Anyways, I would love to see the break. I would love to see the back test, and then the run. I would love to see it. But that's the uptrend I would be paying attention to. And better than it hitting a stop loss. I mean, technically it did hit a stop loss. It was just your profit-taking level. So yeah, right now, looking pretty good. You're above your 200 simple moving average on the 4 hour. I love it. I love it. So yeah, next stop, you could be aiming at 227. All right, moving on from here. We have FET. Fetch AI. Let's get rid of some of this noise here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Wow. Wow. He just... Wow. Just wanted mommy. Alrighty. So looking at FET, we're still waiting for the golden retrace to play out. We got out of our downtrend. That's kind of a big deal. I think there is a chance the big BTC wallet that moved some was Richard Hart. Interesting. Why would he move some? If it's Richard Hart, maybe he's trying to get some more Rolexes. That kind of sucks. That means he's probably going to dump it on the market. That guy. I know he's like your idol. God, what a poop head. The only problem I have with people moving large sums like that is because you know they're trying to entice people to sell. That's all it is. They're trying to entice people to sell. So FET, we're still waiting for another 20% upside just to hit your golden retrace at 82 cents. From there, if this is a continuation to the upside, you could be aiming at 126.6, which would also line up with your 50% retrace. So I would be marking this out just like so. You would be looking for anywhere between 20 to 87% upside on FET. FET looking pretty darn good, in my opinion. Looking pretty darn good. Moving on from here, we got Aerodrome Finance. Aerodrome Finance. Hasn't died yet. We were looking at bullish and bearish cases. Looks like the bearish case is coming. Let's go, baby. It makes sense, though. Makes sense. Coco Row. Esteban, how you doing? Welcome in. What's Kokoro? I don't even understand what you're saying, honestly. Could he be putting it into plays to back a PDI peg? He has 300k Bitcoin, but that was a fraction of what he has. Interesting. So it looks like here you tried to break. It looks like it's getting ready to go down. Also, Rich, that was If 300K is a fraction of what he has, kind of makes sense if he was trying to sell it then. Shiba Inu sister. He mined it all in 2011? Wild. That'd be wild. Alright, so Esteban, yeah, I'm going to need you to be very clear here. Are you trying to say Coco Row is Shiba Inu's sister? Are you trying to call me sister while requesting something? What are we doing here? Sort yourself out, buddy. I would love to know what your thoughts are right now. Anyways, so Aerodrome Finance, it's still coming down. You did lose your level of support. That's not a very good sign. You do not have bullish divergence yet. You could start making a case for going to the upside. However, I'm still leaning toward a bit more of a pullback. Just what I'm leaning toward. Doesn't have to happen. You're already sitting at a 618 golden retrace to the downside. So this is the place in which you would be looking to start putting in some longs. TA on Floki. Got you covered on Floki. So this is the area in which you would want to take some longs. I would love to see it break out and hold 723 as support. If you can do that, awesome, great. We'll look at this as a continuation to the upside, and we'll stop focusing on that 55.2 level. So if this is the case, we have some work to do. Do not front run this because it's in the danger zone, being right below the 200 on the 4 hour. It's in the danger zone. So what you would love to see is a nice little break, back test, hold, and then start moving to the upside. If you do get that, golden retrace, 20%. Continuation to the upside, you're looking at anywhere between 44 to possibly 57% upside. These are possibilities right now. Until you break out of this downtrend and you stay outside of it, be careful. I think he has sold all he will for his other wallets. He just doesn't need money. He is more interested in building something for the future. Hopefully he is. You know, you can say a lot of things on the internet, but if you don't know the guy personally and watching what he does daily, I don't know, man. Well, I don't know, man. If there's like two things I don't trust, it's extremely wealthy people and politicians. I don't trust them. Anyways, yeah. So this is what I'm seeing out of Aerodrome Finance. You are still cautious because you are in the downtrend still. So you just need to start using the downtrend as support. Then we can get a little more bullish. Till that happens, be careful. Set your alerts, pay attention to it, do that stuff. Could take a couple days. Alright, next up we have Algo. Checking out Algorand. Algorand. Alright, so we did have this beautiful downtrend. We broke out. We have maintained this. Holy shit, we maintained a level. What? I didn't expect that. Right there. We just stayed on it. So you hit it, you broke out, you confirmed it, then you got a higher low. This looks great. This looks really great. I like this. So as long as you stay above 16.92, you're looking at first target 26.45, second target 33.46. If you're just waiting it out for that second target, this could line up with a gorgeous 87% move to the upside. Yo, what's up, Amir? How you doing? DZ, you want some C token? All right. I got you covered. I got you covered. I got to check in on the Pumpkin people real quick. How's everyone doing over here on Pumpkin? Currently, we are in a trade. We've been in this trade for a while, but Fartcoin, we are in the trade. We're currently down 4% on a 10x long. We are long on Fartcoin, for those of you wondering. Yo, what's up, Charles? How you doing? He has many videos he has made. Okay. True. You holding any SPX? Don't think I bought any, no. No, I don't think I bought any. I would have to check my wallets. I really don't think I bought any though. He has made many videos he made that include his intentions and goals. Alright, that's good. WTF, I just sent a $5 super chat. I charged my card. It didn't go through. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, that thing's not popping up at all. Damn, brother. Are my alerts working? I'm not even signed in here. The fuck? The hell? Use another login method? YouTube? That one. Continue. Why aren't I logged in over here? Hate technical difficulties. They're the worst. Chat box, Cloudbot. Cloudbot, are you on? Cloudbot is on. I don't know what it could be. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I'm gonna close YouTube app and then open it again. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm sorry that happened. I wish I was technical support so I could help you out. I really do wish I could. Anyways, so yeah, right now with Algorand, I can see a strong argument for 87% upside. However, there's also a strong argument for that golden retrace, getting you a 146% move to the upside, getting you up to 43.77. Now, one thing that Algorand did do that I loved was back when all the American-based cryptos went absolutely apeshit, this one did also. It pulled all the way back, getting that nice deep retracement and coinciding with levels of support. It back-tested support. Unlike what I can say about some of the other ones, like XRP, this one did it. I can sign off on this thing. Yes, it looks great for upside. I love it. Let's do it. As for others, I'm not a big fan. Alright, moving on from Algorand, we have Kava, the stablecoin. Kava, the stablecoin. As we look at it and how stable it is, we are still waiting for breakout. Still waiting for the breakout. We are getting old here. This thing has been consolidating since December of 2022. Yeah, it's been 3 years. 3 years. It entered this consolidation pattern, I guess 2 whole years and some months. We're saying 3 years because it sounds better and it's rage baity. When I try to send another super chat, it says I already own this item and won't let me send it. That's tough, man. That is tough. I do appreciate the effort, though. I appreciate the effort. It's probably an issue with your app store. That's all it is. But when we break out, I believe Kava could make some tremendous strides to the upside. Anywhere between 277% upside all the way to 1,000% upside if people give a damn. They need to give a damn. If they don't, it's gonna be a rough one. I do hold this token. I've been holding it since December of 2023. It has been a kick in the nuts. It's been awful. Been absolutely awful. But it is what it is. Is what it is. Alright. So yeah, that's Kava. Doing nothing. Nothing at all. Kinda shitty. But Pepe has a little more life to it. Let's check it out. Pepe. So you can see I have this thing painted up like crazy. We finally got our break to the upside outside of our falling wedge pattern. Beautiful. For the falling wedge, you have a 53% move to the upside. However, for trade setups, we could be looking at 41, 75, or even 94% move to the upside. that is how I would be focusing on this. Looks pretty good. You do have that 200 coming down on you for the daily. You're having a death cross forming. It might just completely, I don't know, disregard the death cross because of a positive market movement. It's a meme coin, so take everything with a grain of salt. However, we are making higher lows. We made several higher highs. We are now looking for this thing to explode based off the pattern. Could we come down again? Sure. I'm just looking for it to hang on to that 920 level and stay above it. Which crypto do you think has more upside, SPX or WIF? Probably SPX. WIF will be like a sparkler or a bottle rocket. It'll go up, blow up, and then die. SPX, it's still trying to get its legs, still trying to see how many people want it. It's the new kid on the block. You're talking about new versus legacy when it comes to random S coins. So new is going to do very well. WIF could do well. It's just, it hasn't done a damn thing. So I think as of right now, I would have to go with SPX. So you probably should start buying a lot of WIF. Probably should do that, because anytime I make those decisions, I'm usually wrong. So take that. SPX gonna rip. See, it's everybody in the new stuff. That's the mentality right there. So then you're gonna have fresh capital going into the new stuff. But anyways, yeah, that's what I see out of Pepe. Lots of upside. Right now, I would really be focused on this 1327 level. I would think that it's gonna go up and try and test it. So that's the 618 golden retrace from where you currently are sitting. It held up the all-time high while many still down. Yeah, so did XRP, but I'm still bearish on that. Just throwing it out there. Speaking of XRP, let's go check it out. So, checking out XRP. It's broken out of one downtrend. It is maintaining below this level at 233. It's trying to make its way up. Really interesting to see what it's going to do. And then you have another downtrend you're going to have to contend with. I'm just not bullish on this thing at all. I'm not bullish on it. If you can break above $3 and stay above it, we can talk. But until that happens, it's just like screaming in my face and slapping me, basically telling me, hey, we have hidden bearish divergence on the daily, and now we're below the 200 with a death cross. We are hanging out below that 200 simple moving average. I can't get bullish on this thing. I just can't. I know there's plenty of people in the XRP army like, this is going to be the new dollar. They have a stable coin. I don't see it. And then the lack of a back test also bothers me a lot. It's sitting right at the main demand line. Yeah, don't care. It's the fact that you're creeping your strength up like this while not making any ground to the upside. It doesn't look bullish to me. This looks like bearish consolidation to me. It could break through. I'm still bearish right now though. You don't have it drawn. What the hell are you talking about? What I have drawn is the hidden bearish divergence. It has bounced off the last week. Yeah, I get most people would go like, oh, from the top to the second high. Yeah, I get it. But I'm focused on this hidden bearish divergence. That's the most important thing right now. The hidden bearish divergence. The fact that you have this playing out right here, that's what I'm focused on. I could care less. I could really care less about this being like, it's about to break out. No, I don't care. I do not care. Because this is our problem right here. This right here. So this is the downtrend I'm playing off of. So even if you do get a break, you could hit this downtrend, bullishly backtest. You're going to have a lot of people trying to go long, and then it hits again, and then it falls. Everybody's gonna be like, what happened? We broke out, we backtested. And it's like, it looks like trash. Just, it looks bad. TA on AI16Z. Alright. We will check that out. Oh, well, that's the resistance line. It has bounced off the last week that I have drawn. I don't know. It's all good, man. And then another thing is on your 4-hour time frame. You had a nice 2 touches right here. So even on your daily, you can see you had 2 touches here. You broke down. Bearish back test. Are we going on for a second bearish back test out of what could be considered a bear flag? I don't know. I get your point, though. Yeah, it's just the things I'm focused on, like why I would not enter along. However, this thing's also not making any lower lows because it made a higher low. I wouldn't enter a short either. So it's like, I just wouldn't even pay attention to this thing. Just kind of how it is. When it comes to XRP, until it does something, go up, go down, I think you're just going down. And it's going to take forever to do it because everyone just, I don't know, they get fresh new capital daily? I don't know why everybody's so bullish on it. I really don't know. But they are. Oh gosh, fart coin going down again. I'm about to get stopped out. Ooh, I'm getting stopped out tonight. That's awful. Oh well. Is what it is. Is what it is. You just reminded me, I'm in an XRP long on weeks. I don't know, the whole market's starting to come down a little bit. We're starting to find some resistance. Up 50% too. Well, it is green. But the whole market went green today. Yeah, I don't know, man. XRP, I'm bearish on it. There's an argument for upside. I could care less until you break a downtrend. It does not matter until you break a downtrend. All right, Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Strong argument for going up to 21.21. It's already started making its move after making that nice little pullback. Well, it wasn't really that far. It was just a little one. So we didn't get the entirety of the downward move from the rising wedge pattern. But it looks like that golden retrace could be coming. If we can get above 19,881, awesome. We're moving on up. You're up $1.60. Perfect. Perfect. That's called risk management right there. Tell you what. So Dogecoin still possible 21% upside if the market stays bullish. We're going to see what the overseas markets do. Considering the overseas markets do like pooping on the parade a lot, we'll see how it goes. But Dogecoin, still bullish on it. Still looking pretty decent. Until you break out of that major downtrend, though, focus on the small moves. Just focus on those small moves. All right, next up, Moodang. Wait, I got this one on my watch list. I traded this one earlier today. All right, Moodang right now, what I'm looking at is this nice little 37% move to the upside. Looking for it to test 25174. Currently, it is working on its way up to that golden retrace. If it manages to break past it and just blow through it, we're going to be looking at the extension and the continuation to the upside. Anywhere between 39128 and 4651. So if it does get a little buck wild out here, you could see something like 108, possibly even 147% upside is a possibility. We just need things to be nice and bullish. So this is what I see out of Moodang. Moodang's looking pretty strong. You just entered the bullish control zone on the RSI for the daily. Your 4-hour does have plenty of room to run to the upside, but you are getting the price action faded right now. Hopefully they stop selling sooner than later. Wow, that 1 hour stochastic resetting looks like it could be a positive night. Could be a positive night. I'm not in these trades anymore, so I don't need these alerts anymore. So I'm going to get rid of them. Going to get rid of them. Oops. Oops. Delete it. All right. Anyways. Yeah, this doesn't look that bad. Of course, you're going to want to break out of the new downtrend now because they're just masters of consolidation. Masters of baiting in those longs. Baiting them in. All right. Anyways. Going into Dog in Me. Dog in Me. Dog in Me trying its best to keep on moving up. Merc Cuban. How you doing, Merc? How you doing? Oh, nice little spin-off of Mark Cuban. Love to see it. Anybody else think Mark Cuban's kind of a not nice guy? I wouldn't go as far as to say he's a real jerk, but, you know, not a nice guy. Seems like a mean guy. Like, who the heck calls for regulation in the crypto space just because you get rug pulled? That guy did. That's who did. So right now for Dog and Me, I could see a 67% move to the upside. Your 1 hour looks great. It actually looks great. Your 4 hour, though, a lot left to be desired. However, you're not overbought. You're fighting with the 200 simple moving average. That's cool. So you're squeezed in between your 50 and 200. Douche. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this thing, we could see a 67% move to the upside. Dog and Me doesn't look too bad. I'm going to get rid of this uptrend because it actually doesn't matter anymore. Oh. Alright. DZ, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully it pans out for you. Get that child support money. Alright, Toshi. Toshi, nice movement. I haven't looked at Toshi in a hot minute, but I do like what I'm seeing here. Hold on. Hold the phone here. Oh my gosh, is that Johnny Moxon? Is this relevant? Holy shit, it's relevant. Wow. That's kind of impressive. That's kind of impressive. I didn't expect that. Anyways, we're going to go with Golden Retraceception here. Golden Retraceception. Also, it's technically a higher low. Continuation, maybe. Let's see what lines up. Let's see what lines up. Wow. Apparently Toshi looks really good. Apparently it looks really good. You could have something like this, 138% upside. You also could have something like this, 184% upside. These are possibilities right now, which kind of amazing. What the heck? Hold on. Is someone out here playing with this mark? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Well, there you go. You got some uptrends to work off of, apparently. That's kind of neat. In your short term, what you're looking for is this cute little move right here. 41% upside for Toshi is a very good possibility. You will run into a lot of resistance right there because you just so happen to have a level of resistance sitting at 7622. Probably a good idea to take a little bit of profits off the table, see if it pulls back or not. After that, well, then you got anywhere between 12632 and 15127 if you keep going to the upside. I always have Toshi chart open as one of your 110 tabs. That's funny. Yeah, this looks actually really interesting. 4 hour looks really good. You just took the 200 simple moving average. You have tight moving averages. This is really nice. You get a stop loss right down here. which acted as like a double bottom for you at 426, you should be pretty clear for that 41% move to the upside. Looking nice. I know some of you are probably going to be like, well, what does that mean? It means you could take a trade on it. And if you went long, you could have a pretty good risk to reward ratio here, because you'd be there and there, and this would be a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So almost as good as that 3-to-1, but it looks pretty decent. It's definitely JV. Definitely JV. Not varsity, but it looks good. If it was requested down here on these double bottoms, varsity athlete. Up here, junior varsity, maybe we're going to have to switch him to cheer team. We're not sure. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe they're a part of the band. Not the marching band, just the band that stands in the stands. Plays a clarinet. Yeah. Yeah, that. Sounded right. Alright, let's move on. We got Well. Checking out Moonwell. Alright, let's go to our daily here. Let's see what we got. We got some weird looking stuff here. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit, Billy Bob. I don't like it one bit. The hell? Okay. Wow. Wow. How amazing is that? Wow. Great request here. I like it. I like it. See, requests like this, people can make money from it. This is good. This is good. You can see how it was resistance, then it became support. Now all you got to do is stay above 25176, get a nice continuation to the upside. This looks good. This looks good. So for you shorter term swing traders, you got two targets here. You got two targets. Target number one is that golden retrace, 36% move to the upside. Target number two, you got this beautiful possible 128% move to the upside. Now, for you freak leaks out there, y'all could be looking at something a little bit higher, getting you to that 75668, which would be a nice golden retrace, 160% upside for the swing trader. And then if you get a continuation to the upside, because this is a higher low with a double bottom, you could then argue something like 374, possibly 491% move to the upside. And that's for your, I'm going to hold this thing forever and see where it goes. Yeah, I'd be taking a lot of profit out at 173057. I would be doing that. But yeah, no, well, looking really good right now. Breaking out of this downtrend. It's very good. Very good. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and check out Hover, the stock, which I don't know if whoever requested this is even still here. Hopefully you are. Hopefully you've been patient, because you're the only stock request of the evening so far. So looking at this on the weekly, interesting look here. Interesting look. So we do have a level of support right here, and we are above it. This is a good start. This is a very good start. We also have this level of resistance up here. Okay, sweet. Not much to go off of. Love it. Let's go ahead and check the daily. You got a little overbought. You're trying to reset. I would love a backtest at $1.17 and holding it. That would be fantastic. Here's your current downtrend right here. And it looks like you already broke out of it. We're going to have to wait and see what Monday brings us. But this could have the possibility of going up. It very well could. Low stochastics on the daily, almost in neutral territory. I would think a little more of a push to the downside would help a lot. I think it would help a lot. Ooh, your 4 hour doesn't even want to give it to you because you're on the 50 simple. Sweet. So, of course, your next target's at 306 level. However, you could get a little bit above it to 324. this doesn't look bad. Does not look bad. Broken out of a downtrend. Looking pretty strong. Resetting your indicators. There's a possibility of a 105% move to the upside. You have to stay above 117 for this to work out. Otherwise, there's a strong possibility you're going down to 86.16. So, wait for that confirmation. That's all you need. Wait for that confirmation. And as of right now, confirmation would look like a test at 140. So, keep that in mind. But, yeah, it doesn't look that bad. Does not look that bad. 324 looks like it's in the future. Looks good. All right. Floki. Let's check out some Flokes. Floki, nice movement. Still looking for it to hit this 9132 level. Not too shabby. We do have a downtrend we're going to have to fight against, so that's unfortunate. Until we break out of it, we kind of have to think we're just going to consolidate down after. But if we manage to break out of it, this could get some really good legs to the upside. Could get some very good legs to the upside. We could be looking at it just like this. Currently, you're trying to get to that 618 golden retrace, 9939. Let's just say you do breakout, bullishly backtest, make a higher low, confirm your levels. You could be finding yourself at 16443. I kind of like it. It's not bad. I just want to see it break out first. Where you're sitting right now, scary. Very scary. Especially going into a Monday, that scares me. Now, the more fun thing. Where could we possibly be going? Because we did break out of a different downtrend that was much taller. Much higher. Has more facial hair. 19832. 19832. From where you're sitting right this moment, where you're at, there is still a possibility of 127% upside. Out on bail. How's H-bar? Out on bail? What? Why were you in jail? What'd you do? H-bar? 4th of July, you're supposed to be having fun, not going to jail? What are we doing? How you doing, Crypto Cruise? How you doing? Alright, we got C token next. C is next. Checking out C token. C! Oh boy, this thing is starting to look a little weird. Alright. Let's get rid of some alerts because they do not matter at the moment. We lost that nice little consolidation I was hoping would hold. Sheesh. So we're currently downtrending. We're hoping that this level down here at 2452 holds. I'm not very confident that it will. I think we're coming back down to 2264. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. But if we do manage to break out, I mean, first off, I'm looking for 306. That's really what I'm looking for. If we can get that 3016 level, great, awesome. But we're not broken out, so I can't really fathom how it does that. I would think we're going to see more downside before we see upside. Simply because we lost our 50 simple on the 4 hour. We're likely to test the 200 as a bullish back test. And that would be a great area in which we could get in at that 02264. I would like to see that more. I'd like to see us break out of the downtrend, hit it again as support on that second test of support. That's where I'd want to get in. And then I'd be looking for that nice golden retrace. So that's where I would be focused on this 29% move to the upside. And then if that played out, we continued to the upside because we would have a level of support at that point. I could then see us going up to 40 cents. Would be a 78% move to the upside. I'm thinking C token has more downside ahead. We are going to mark out the downside right here. We could see this thing drop another 13%. I don't know how it's going to do it, but looks like it might do it. It would be also a nice bullish backtest of what was once acting as a resistance. I would like that. We'll see if it does it. We'll see if it does it. But yeah, 13%, that's kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. I don't know what's going to go wrong. Or it's just going to be simple profit taking, because this did have a crazy move to the upside. And people just like grabbing liquidity on altcoins. They really do. All Bitcoin needs to do is drop like 0.3%. This thing will just dive. Alright, we're going to move on from here before I talk too much about it. Let's talk about AI16Z. Don't want to harp on one thing too long. I know you guys are busy, and we're all getting ready for a Monday. AI16Z looks solid. Looks really solid. Let's go out to the daily real quick. Oh yeah, this looks good. I like what I'm seeing here. So we have this level that was acting as a support. Now is acting as a resistance, but we are making a higher low, which is great. And the higher low is coming from this right here. Oh, even better. Even better. Did we break out of our downtrend? I believe we did. Not yet. So we're about to try and break out of the downtrend. Not bad. Right now, right this second, if we do maintain our support, sitting here at 1308, I could first start looking for that 30-cent level to be tested. So, as long as we hold support, after a breakout, we could see this thing rally up 90% from where it's already sitting. I would love to see this thing break out and test this same level down here, but I'll be okay with that 1644 as well. I'm starting late and listening to the ETH coverage. You mentioned the printing of the dollar. That should drop the market, right? You might see an initial drop out of fear. However, you would see all what's it called? All assets rise based off that. The devaluation of dollars makes asset inflation real. So things like Bitcoin, things like equities, things like really anything that is traded against the dollar, it should go up. So yeah, instead of instead of price inflation, we're getting dollar devaluation. It's an interesting little twist on things, but it does create assets to go up generally. It's just, you might see an initial shock where we go down, and then we start flying to the upside. But yeah, AI16Z looks pretty good. I'm just waiting for the breakout, waiting for the back test, and then the higher low. Once we can get all that going, hey, we got some upside targets here, Doug. Could see that 90% move to the upside. We could see it go all the way up, 266% move to the upside. We're not going to really focus on this crazy high up here. Let's just focus on the little victories for now. Because I don't really want to focus on that until we start getting up here. Then we can focus on it. Just because then we know there's enough demand to keep pushing that price up. All right, H-bar. Hedera. Beautiful breakout. Nice. Still waiting for that golden retrace to play out. Let's get rid of... You know what? Let's get rid of everything. This actually looks interesting. Because I don't like it, but it could go up. Hear me out. So, we didn't even come down to this level, which is frustrating to say. Oh, we did. Wow, actually, hold on. This is great. You double bottomed? This looks really good. PFE? What's up, Michael? How you doing? Nice breakout of the downtrend. Nice breakout of the second downtrend. Nice double bottom. This thing's looking good. Looking good. So you would be looking for the continuation to the upside. H-bar has a long runway here, which, don't get ahead of yourself. Just take it one trade at a time. First off, golden retrace. Focus on that, because that is 84% to the upside from where you're currently sitting. If you get the continuation, you could theoretically, go up 252%. Are we getting an alt season soon? Why are a lot of alts are looking really good on the charts? We might actually get alts to start running to the upside. I've only said nice things about most of these alts. That's not very common. Normally I'm talking shit. A lot of it. Now, something that's going to be tough for HBAR to do is to break above the 200 simple moving average on the daily. This is going to be very difficult. It will not be easy. And then on top of that, you also have a level of resistance right here. So if you can break above 22,026, just break above it, hold it as support. Yeah, you're almost like clear skies. You're going to have a really good time to the upside. But until that happens, just be very cautious. Be very cautious. Take the small victories. Take your profits. Do your little day trading until you break above and hold as support above 22,026. Just look at it as we are in a consolidation range. We are in a very big consolidation range also. They could last a while. So we'll see how bullish these markets get. We will see. PFE. Pfizer. Let's go ahead and check it out. Pfizer's breaking out of a falling wedge. Holy moly. The part that I dislike about this is the fact that you never really confirmed your low. You did not touch support at $20. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. You do have an uptrend to work off of for now. And you do have a measured move based off the falling wedge. I would expect it to come down. However, it doesn't have to, I guess. You could see a 34% move to the upside, getting you up to 33.23. Right now, on the daily, you are testing that 200 daily moving average. You could very well roll right on over and come down to $20.10. So pay attention to this uptrend. If you're not already in the trade, wait for it to get closer to this uptrend before making any decisions. If it skyrockets, darn it, too bad. Wait for it to backtest something. No backtest, don't trade. No backtest, no trade. Let's go ahead and check out your weekly. Weekly's jumping into that bullish control zone. You're very high in your stochastics. You're about to interact with the 50 simple moving average. It doesn't feel bullish to me. It really doesn't. Going back to your daily real quick, what I want you to focus in on is the fact that you have this situation right here. You have this going on. You're almost in that overbought territory. And from here to here, you have the hidden bearish divergence forming. It's not ideal. I mean, yeah, you do still have these higher highs. Somebody's going to be like, it canceled out. It's just, you're also giving yourself a lot of room to continue to the downside. Did announce 2 weeks ago about the 23-cent dividend. Oh, so people are basically playing this as a dividend play? And maybe that does change things. I don't know. Ever since the pandemic, I don't trust Pfizer. But it still could make you money. Yeah, this relative strength on the daily has me worried. It really does. Especially as you're hitting this choppy section here. They could use what was once acting as support as resistance. Pay attention to what this does in the morning tomorrow. If you start rolling over, $20.10 is what I'd be aiming at. But if you break to the upside, I mean, you could go pretty far. This 34% is just the start. You could be going back up to 41.93. Give it some time. Kind of looks wild. Kind of looking wild out here. I'll tell you what. I don't know, brother. I don't know. You know, this whole time I haven't eaten. Crazy. So yeah, this is an interesting look. We will see how it does. I'm still thinking a pullback would make more sense. It doesn't have to. It's the stock market. They do weird things. Alrighty, so quick recap on Bitcoin. Checking it out on the 15-minute. Looks like we are consolidating a bit. A little bit of consolidation. Currently, we are sitting right on top of the VWAP. It does look pretty bullish to me overnight. If we can stay above 109.021, awesome, great, I love it. If we fall below it, I would be looking for support as low as this 108,275, but I can also see us making a nice run up as soon as, I don't know, Tuesday, Thursday, getting up to 112,600 and 626. So we'll see how bullish Wall Street is. If they're bearish, this is a lower high, and this could get real bad. Let's hope that it's not the case. Let's hope it's not. Things are taking a dive. As for the trade for the evening, currently we are in Chop City. Chopping around here. We did have a nice breakout of a downtrend. We bullishly backtested it once. Looks like we're coming to try and test the bottom of the range again. My stop loss is sitting just below this range, sitting at $1.15. As long as we don't wick down to stop me out, I'm thinking we're going to get a move up to $1.3823.9. Hopefully it plays out. If it doesn't, oh well, that's what it is. Can I look at ENA and Jupe? We looked at Jupe earlier. We can double back to it, but yeah, sure. What's up, Nigel? How you doing? So looking at Jupiter as a little refresher, going out to our 4-hour, you can see here we are above the 200 simple moving average. We are nicely consolidating. We do have a downtrend we're going to have to fight against. We could see a move anywhere between 82% upside and 109% upside, getting that golden retrace. Currently, I would be aiming at that 7927 level for Jupiter. Next up, you learned ENA. ENA is pretty low right now. Let's go out to our daily. Daily kind of looks like it's double bottoming. Interesting. Too bad it broke that uptrend. So you have this downtrend here. It's like a bullish backtest. It just kept on going. You do have this other downtrend right here that you're going to have to contend with. So as of this moment in time, I would be looking for this golden retrace to play out, getting you back up to 37.55. Still waiting on Sui to get back to 350. Market's been whipping around on us. It might actually be bullish again. I don't know. So there's a strong possibility that we're going to see ENA make a 38% move to the upside. You just need to stay above 21.22. If you can't stay above 21.22, we're going to find out how low this thing can go. It's probably not going to be good. Probably not going to be good. But yeah, this makes sense to me. 38% pop to the upside. Guess we can take a little glance at Sui real quick. Sui broke out of its downtrend. You were looking for 350. It might actually be coming. And then some. Understand what's going on here. A 17% to the upside, I believe, just played out. Still waiting on the 32% move to the upside, getting you back to 354. It's making its move right now. If you can get above that 298 level, you're probably going to hit it. So Nigel, just keep on waiting. It's grinding its way up there. Grinding its way up. It does not look bad right now. Looks pretty darn solid to me. Pretty darn solid. What does not look solid is the trade I chose. I chose Altcoin. Yeah, that was a mistake. Apparently. Because, it's not looking fantastic. I should have stayed in my Pengu short. What I should have done. PFE going to have higher profits. New drug approval is also having with new drugs to the market. I mean, yeah, maybe I'm just sick of pharmaceutical companies making. Actually, hold on. With the new healthcare plans and stuff, is it gonna affect them? I kind of wonder. From the big beautiful bill, didn't they do something to healthcare? I need to look into it. Look at this on the daily. Go down and touch that 200. That'd be great. Holy moly. The greatest disappointment in TA I've ever done. I was looking for so much upside because we were holding a level of support. And then we didn't. So terrible. So now what I'm looking for, ZBCN. Get down to this 20194 level and hold it. That'd be nice. Alright, everybody. So that was the stream tonight. We got through all the requests. Had a good time. Hopefully you all did too. Moral of the story here, guys, is markets look like they want to go up, but we might see a little turbulence before we go up. The bill will hurt EV autos and certain foods and solar companies and a few more sectors. It definitely could. Kay say, hey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Where, oh where is the alert? Oh, I hate updates. I hate updates. Once I'm no longer underwater, I plan to start using stop losses. You should always use a stop loss. Always use a stop loss. Always. Preserve the capital. No problem, Charles. No problem. Alright, guys. What do you think on Hover? That made a loss. Made a loss last earnings. Is that why it went down? We looked at this one earlier today. Somebody asked for it. Honestly, it doesn't look bad to me. It looks pretty good. Maybe we come back down to 117. But overall, I think it's probably going to go up and test $3.24. Could see a little bit more downside before it pops up, but I think it's doing pretty good. Just my opinion, though. We'll see how it actually performs. What's up, Mo Money? How you doing? How you doing? Alright, guys. Well, it is now 9:30. I'm going to go say goodnight to the kids. I'm going to finish eating my dinner, and then I'm going to get ready to go to bed, because I got to wake up early tomorrow. But I do appreciate each and every one of you coming out. If you have not done so, TA on Pippin. We'll check out Pippin real quick. Pippin. We'll check it out real quick. Looks solid. Nice consolidation. Still waiting for the falling wedge to play out. However, this thing could rally like crazy. You're above the 200 on the 4-hour. Tight moving averages. 111, possibly 128% upside. This actually looks really strong. Let's check it out on the daily. Looks not that bad. Not that bad. Your 200 simple moving average is sitting at the 50% retrace. So let's just put it right there. You could see a 99% move to the upside eventually. Eventually. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Stay above 14644. I do like this. Well, yeah, anybody who's new here, in the links in the description down below, we do have a free Discord. You guys should join the Discord. It's a great place to find a bunch of like-minded individuals. We got memes. We also got trade setups anytime I see them. It's all for free. If you do want to become a member, it's like $5 a month, and you guys get to just see the trades that I'm entering, where my stop losses are, what my profit-taking levels are. And who knows, maybe within a month, you can make $5 on whatever trades I post. Other than that, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Oh yeah, I'm also trying to take the leaderboard on BYDFi for copy trading. So there's that. There are links for all the exchanges, but BYDFi in particular, you can get up to $1,000 in deposit bonus. So check it out. Everything's in my description. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a fantastic evening. Get ready for a great Monday morning. Let's see what the markets do. I'm bullish right now. Let's see if I eat my words tomorrow. Anyways, deuces, everybody. Take it easy. Keep those stop losses tight. I'll catch you later.